Hello everybody, welcome to the Hayden's EV channel. This is my new channel here, starting up. We're going to focus primarily, today at least, on my Tesla, my 2022 Tesla Model 3, a rear-wheel drive, standard. So, I decided, I've been passionate about EVs for a while. Why not make a channel dedicated to EVs, including mine? I have one, it's a Tesla, of course. Now, this channel is obviously going to focus on some more, I'm going to focus on broader topics of just EV general topics and things. So, I'm going to take a look at my 2022 Tesla Model 3. I bought this about 2 months ago. It's used, of course. I did not buy it new. I bought it with about 63,000 miles. I got it to about 65,000 miles now. So I have a good understanding of what I like, what I don't like, the things about the car, cosmetic, interior, whatever about the car. So we're going to do an in-depth kind of guide on the video. This isn't like a whole everything guide. Like you can go watch somebody else, Doug DeMuro or whatever, if you want to get a full in-depth guide on the car or anything like that. So we're just going to do a quick overview kind of the car and the things about it. Maybe, should you buy one? Should you buy a used one? Yes or no? Maybe you got to decide that yourself. I will say the deal I got on this car is astonishing. It's a great deal on this vehicle. I'll put all my financial payments for the car on the screen, how much I paid for it, my yearly or my monthly pay, the interest rate, everything about that. Now this is going to vary by where you buy the car, how old the car is, how many miles it has on the car, your financial credit score and things like that. So I can't really tell you what it's going to be for you, but I'll tell you I paid about $20,000 for this car, and it's 2 years old, which is a great deal, at least for me. I consider that a great deal to me. My monthly payments, it's about $389 a month. Not bad at all. The insurance, I live in Florida, it's a Tesla, and I'm a young guy. Not much I can do about that, unfortunately. That's about, I think it's like $250 a month I pay for just the insurance on the car, unfortunately. Like I said, nothing I can do about it. But hey, it's still fine with me. It's still that's still good. I bought the car from a local Ford dealer, and they were all friendly. They were very nice. Shout out to my local Ford dealer. They had tons of Teslas. So this Tesla, I checked the Carfax, had one owner, and the owner was Hertz, I believe. It was a Hertz. This vehicle did or was in a minor rear end collision, which when I bought it and I looked at the car, I didn't see anything. I said it was repaired, but I didn't notice anything about the car and cosmetically bad or mechanically bad of the car. Since I've had the car, I've had no mechanical issues, no anything. The only two issues I've had with the car is the air filter. The cabin air filter was starting to smell like a nasty sock, people would say online. I changed it. It was the original one from when the car was made. That thing was disgusting. I put new ones in. It was like $30 for a pack of 4. So I'll have another set 2 or 3 years from now when I want to change it out again. So I don't got to worry about that anymore. Got rid of the smell. And the other issue is the other day, just a couple days ago, there's a nail in my tire. Now that has nothing to do with the car's fault. That's just I ran over a nail with the tire. I'm gonna fix that as soon as I get home from I finish this video. I'm gonna fix the tire. It's just a simple tire or a nail right in the tire. It's no big deal. But so let's go take a walk around the car on the outside at least and see what's good, what's bad, anything about it. I'll let you know. All right, so let's take a closer look on the exterior of the car. See what's wrong with it, what's good with it. So when I bought the car, there are some paint chips. I don't know if you can really tell. It's kind of hard to see. Some of these I actually noticed started happening after I bought the car. Like it seemed like every day I would come out and look at the car, there'd be more and more paint chips or something. I don't really understand what was going on with that, but I thought it was kind of entertaining. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. It's not a big deal. At the end of the day, it's a car. I mean, it's gonna get scratched a little bit. It's gonna get chips in it. It's not the end of the world. This one, like this one right here, that was already there. There's some other, it's just a minor stuff. I did notice these little kind of like Damascus steel, like CSGO kind of oil stains or whatever you want to call it. Other people on the Tesla Lounge or Tesla forums and stuff like that noticed that. They say it's from paint or it's from like soap and stuff maybe. I don't really know. It doesn't really matter. Nothing crazy. See this, so it said it was rear end damage back here, but as you can see, there's nothing, not that I can tell at least. I guess maybe that right there. I mean, I don't. It's hard to tell. I'm not sure, but so everything else from the car seems more or less all right. When I bought the car, it was missing it was missing this aero cover, but I bought another one on the Tesla website. It's only $25. No big deal. And it is someone curb rushed the hell out of it, but I mean, it doesn't hurt the car. It just looks bad. It looks like I did it. But I bought it. I swear it was like that when I bought the car. This one has a little bit of it. Who knows? Uh, so honestly, on the exterior, I see nothing wrong with it for the most part. No major. Everything works. The mirrors fold. Everything does what it's supposed to do. The only when I bought the car, there was like absolutely no washer fluid in it, so I had to change that. But I mean, it was $4 at Dollar Tree. I bought like the cheapest one. People say don't do that. I've never used my washer fluid ever, anyways. I think I've used it like twice since I bought the car. Like, it works fine with me. They had the Rain-X in it. It works. I need to respray it again, honestly. But so I think we'll take a look on the inside now, so I can show you what's going on here. Now I can't demonstrate the walk away lock and unlock because I'm using the phone to record it, which has the Bluetooth, so I can't really do that. I might be able to, but we'll see. I do have some aftermarket additions and little things in here, like the pedals. I got these blue pedals. They were absolutely impossible. They were a pain in the ass to put on the car. The pedals. I wouldn't recommend it. They were only like $7, so I guess we get it. But they're cool. They look cool, but it's a pain. You gotta struggle with it. I got some of these open door buttons because people were in my car. They were using the manual release, which you shouldn't really do. I got this little trash can. I got these floor mats from Amazon. It was the front, the passenger, or the driver, the passenger, the rear, the front, the trunk, and then the trunk sub compartment. It was like $110 or something. I don't remember. It wasn't that much. Got this little cloth cover up here. I had a USB hub in here. Oh, that's another issue with the car. I had the inside the, I don't know what you call that in there, the little compartment there. There's a left and a right USB-C. The right one does not work for some reason. I don't know if it's just corroded and dirty or it's broken. I haven't really checked, but it doesn't work. I had to take that out because that hub was just not, it was way too slow. Like I drive like 25 minutes to work in the morning and it wouldn't really charge my phone back up as much as I just took it out and you just use the single one. But that's not a big deal. I'll get that fixed one day, hopefully. See what's going on back here. Oh, these door handles I got they're just little plastic covers that stick onto the thing with some tape. Pretty cool. I got seatbelt covers. I got seatbelt buckle covers, but I could not figure out how to put them on the rear seats. It's different from the I got it on the front seats. Those are easy to put on, but I couldn't figure out to get it on the right. I gave up. I just left them. Car's got two back here. As far as I know, they work. I haven't really checked. Whatever you call this works good. This middle aisle. Sunroof. Honestly, so I always wanted a car. This is my first car, by the way. This is the first car I've owned personally. I've driven other cars, of course, but it's the first car I've personally owned. And I always wanted a sunroof in a car, but I will say, I live in Florida, so the heat, it's always hot as hell in here, and it definitely does not help with. See, I'm struggling to breathe. I know it's hot. The AC has to struggle quite a bit to keep the temperature what do you have. So I'm gonna get a sunshade at some point. I'd probably recommend most people do. You can get cheap ones that are just like the windshield type of ones. You can get some automated ones, some retractable ones, all that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna definitely do that because it is very hot. And it does not help the car cool down. Go up here, and I always thought the sunshade would be cool, but here's my driving position, and here's right above. Like, I can't even see it. I gotta sit. My car is raised all the way, almost all the way forward. I'm a short little man. I'm a short king. You know. So touchscreen works all fine. I've had no issues here. None of that. The the wireless charger pad works, but not for my phone, kind of. I was looking at videos to see what people, if they had a fix for it, and I found a woman's video. I have the Z Flip 3, and she has the same Z Flip 3, and she noticed if you put it here, folded or unfolded, it doesn't charge. But if you fold it and then just raise it up a little bit, it would start charging. So the charger pad is up a little higher. That might just be the quirk of the phone, or it's off the charger pad thing is off center. I don't know. It's not a big deal because that's super slow compared to cable anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. But it's just a little unfortunate. Uh, Everything works. The glove box works fine. You just do that, put stuff in there. Got some paperwork and all that in there. Nothing crazy. Software, I'm getting updates still. It's only a 2.5-year-old car. This car was made in February 2022, I believe it was. So everything's good here. I had a month of full self-driving when I got the car, which I think everybody does when you sign up for it. But I tricked. I thought when I bought the car it had full self-driving included total. That's my bad. I didn't do research. So I got tricked, but that's okay. That was just like a bonus, anyways. I didn't expect it to be in the car. I saw it when I was buying it. I'm like, oh my god, $20 or 20,000 and full self-driving included. That's a great ass deal. But no, it's not. It was just the Tesla trial, but that's fine. Honestly, I used it for the month I had. It's good. But I don't really. It's not really necessary. The basic, because they just got rid of enhanced autopilot. Honestly, just regular autopilot on the highway is perfectly fine. It's just because whenever I use full self-driving, it would always want to change lanes just to go 1 mile per hour faster. I'm like, I always just sit in the right lane. I go the speed limit, maybe 5 over, 10 over. I just want to sit in the right. I sit in the right lane all the time. I don't need to go crazy. I just sit in the right lane and chill. So at least the basic autopilot, it doesn't switch lanes for you. You have to manually switch lanes and then turn it back on, which is actually good for me. I actually like that. So I don't have full self-driving, so it doesn't do all the turns in the city and stuff like that. So that's not an issue to me. I can drive. You know, I'm a big man. So if I had no issues there with any of that, check out the trunk. You got the button here. You can open all the stuff from the app, of course. I got some stuff here. See, there's a trunk pad, backpack. I got some stuff. Here's my McDonald's sub trunk. Got more stuff down here. There's the mat for that. Two kind of cosmetic interior kind of, I don't know what you call it, issues with the car when I bought it was this plastic little shield here was kind of dangling, but I smacked it a bunch eventually and I got it to stick now, so that's fine. And I think I got this to work. So, oh no, see, it's loose. So when I think it was either the day I bought the car or the day after I bought the car, I was doing something and I needed the supercharge, and it was raining. Or it wasn't raining when I started, and when I left it was raining a little bit. So I think, so I got home and I went to plug it in, just my regular charger, the mobile charger, and I would open the charge port and it would just immediately close. And then I would do it again, it would open, close, open immediately, and I couldn't plug it in. So I'm assuming it got some water in here and it was freaking out, as people said online. Eventually it started to work like 20 minutes later. There's some water here. I took it, actually, this car was absolutely filthy before I did this video. I took it to the car wash for the first time. It was an automatic touch car wash. People say don't do it, don't take your Tesla to it. I see no issues. It already had some little kind of swirls and stuff anyways. I don't care. It's a car at the end of the day, and it's not a big deal. As long as it's not ripping the paint chunks off or whatever like that, I'm not worried about it. So I recommend taking it to a car wash. No big deal there for me. I'm going to do it every once in a while. This thing was disgusting. It was covered in dirt. Because where I work with a lot of landscaping stuff. So it gets covered in dirt, especially in the interior. I cleaned out the interior a little bit before here, just so it wasn't as sandy and dirty. I do like not having to close the thing. Check out the front real quick. Gotta close it. See, I was gotta make sure. Oh, I did buy these little rubber covers to go here to like dampen the whatever, but I had to slam the door to get it to close every time, and that thing just ruined it. So I just ripped those out. Those are garbage. I just took them out. So check out the front. Nothing over here. See, got a mat, and I got the jack pads in here just in case, which I'll have to use those today for the first time. I'll have to give those a try. because I need to do the change this. It's this tire here. I don't know if I don't think I doubt the nail is going to be visible, but there's a nail and I saw it for sure. It's there. Because I went to work the other morning and my tire pressure was 10 pounds lower than it's supposed to be. But I figured it out. It's okay. It's not dropping too fast. Like I aired it before I left here today, so it's all right. Which is actually a nice thing. I don't know if all cars do this. But I've never had a car to do this. You can check your tire pressure in here. See, so 40 is actually, it's standing really well right now. So I aired up to 42.5 before I left, just because I knew it was going to leak. It's holding it pretty well. It seems like after like 8 hours, and then it starts to really drop. But it's okay to me. Now, so the first Tesla I ever drove, I test drove. This would have been 3 months ago. They had in my local area. They were doing the new Model 3, the 2024 Highlands. They were doing some self-service test drives where you can go and just you download the app and you sign in. You can take the car by yourself. There's no Tesla advisor or employee there with you. So I got a Highland. So that was the first experience I had a Tesla, which is a better one. So I kind of downgraded. I can't afford a Highland. Unfortunately, it's too expensive for me. But what I was gonna say here is, I do love the new Highlands. The headlights, they're more of a kind of like this. All right, so sorry about that. My phone overheated. I had to take a break here. So here you can actually hear how loud the air conditioning is. Maybe I'm not sure how much it's going to pick up on camera. It might be not at all or really loud. But I would say the AC in this car when it's hot out, that thing roars. But what I was trying to say about the headlights is the new cars look a lot sleeker up front. It gets rid of this kind of running light thing. It's more like that. And then back in the rear, the taillights are more kind of like this. I mean, you can look up what one looks like. I like the new car. And the one thing I don't like about the new Highlands is they got rid of the Tesla logo here and on the steering wheel, so it just says Tesla, which I actually don't like. I do prefer the Tesla logo, but I kept the one up front. So if I was in the market for, oh goodness, that's not flattering. Let's not do that one. The market for a new, or just for a new vehicle, specifically an electric vehicle, what should you get? Well, the answer depends on what can you afford. Can you afford very little, $5,000, $6,000? Get a used Nissan Leaf, a 2011, 2012, 2013 Nissan Leaf. If you can find one where the battery's still in good health, 9, 10 bars, something like that, great, get that. I highly recommend a Leaf. I've never driven a Leaf. I'd actually really love to try. What I would love to do on this channel is I want to have the opportunity to check out, not necessarily review cars, but like let's check them out, talk about them, show it off a bit, just to get people involved. I love all EVs. It doesn't matter. From a Nissan Leaf to a Rimac Navara, they all have their place. They're all great. And what this channel won't show, I am not showing gas cars on this channel. I don't care about gas cars. I don't care about hybrids even, with the one exception of the Prius. The Prius, especially the 2024 Prius, is legitimately a great car. Any other gas car, I don't care. Hybrids, not even. I mean, some plug-in hybrids are okay. Don't get me wrong. They have their place. They have their place. Plug-in hybrids are great for people that have they drive hundreds and hundreds of miles a week, and they don't have time to stop and charge over. I understand that. They have their place. But that's not what this channel is focused on whatsoever. This is purely EV talk. And I'm not even a Tesla elitist. Yes, I own a Tesla, of course, because this is such a great deal. What else would I have bought in this for a 2022 car with all the Tesla software and features? Why would I buy anything else, really? There's not much in the $20,000 range that works for that's as good as a value. So I would, if you can find a used Tesla, look for a 2021 and up, preferably, because that's when I have the LFP batteries. Or make sure look for I think it's the 2021's standard range, and you have to look. You want to get, because the LFP batteries they have you can charge them with 100% frequently, and it won't hurt the car. It's actually what they want. They want to be charged 100% at least one time a week, and they're built stronger, so they're going to last a few more years, preferably, than the standard lithium-ion batteries. Either way, if you can get a good deal on a 2019, 2018, get one. or a only thing, or even a Model X or S or Y or any of the other ones. Check them out. Find a good deal for yourself. Just be aware if you're going to get a used Tesla. The old 2013, 2014, 2015 Model S's can not be so great recently, and their batteries are starting to die out now, and the software support's going to start going away soon because it's very old at this point. Their hardware in the car physically can't do stuff. But like I said, check out any other brands that have the cars. A Tesla, of course. If you get to use Rivian or something like that for a good price, Rivian's great. All my focus or my knowledge more on like sedan kind of cars like this. I don't know. I'm not as knowledgeable on like the trucks like the F-150 Lightning or the Rivian or the Cybertruck or the new Chevy Silverado EV, which is actually really good. Has over 400 miles of range, but it's so expensive. The base price is like $75,000. They're out of their mind on that price. I think. I don't know. It is great, but besides the point here, keep an eye out for you. Look at because you can go. So Tesla, you can buy used Teslas directly from Tesla, and conveniently where I live, I'm actually right nearby, or I'm like an hour and a half away from the Kissimmee used car showroom, which is the first of Tesla's showrooms specifically for used Teslas, which actually really convenient. That's where I was gonna buy a Tesla from Tesla, and I test drove it. There was another blue Model 3 just like this one, but I couldn't get enough financing through them. But that's fine. I got this one, which just had a few thousand more. Like I think the one I checked had like 20 or 30,000. This one has 60. But like I said, it was in good condition and it was a good price, so I figured why not buy it. Check around at your local dealer. So I got this at a Ford dealer. Check out your local dealers, not even Tesla or EV dealerships. Check them out. Check on their website. Go to their place in person. See what they have. Take them for a test drive. Make sure check it out. Because another thing with these cars is there's no engine, there's no noise. When you're doing your test drive, turn the AC off, turn everything off, roll the windows down, and just listen. Because that's something I noticed in the car is recently. Like I never drive with the windows down and the AC off because I live in Florida and it's the middle of the summer right now. So that's a death sentence. But I hear a little rattling, a little creaking from little of the plastics, and one, I think it's this aero cover. Yeah, look, this one's super loose and it rattles. It's not hurting anything. I could take it off. It's just a noise. It's just a rattling noise. But I was driving home one day and I started hearing that noise. I'm like, what is that? Is that something bad? And I pulled over on the side, I put my hazard lights on. I was crawling under the car, and I was like, oh, it's just that cover. So just keep an eye out for stuff. Oh, one more thing I did notice, I forgot to mention earlier, because the trunk, that thing that was covering down, there's this little section right here that's kind of loose. I can't really figure out where it's supposed to clip in all the way. I mean, it's not hurting anything. It's just cosmetically looks kind of weird. So I don't really care about it, to be honest. Oh, and another weird, I don't know if it's what, but every once in a while when I'm at work or something, and I'll get out of the car, I'll notice I'll have a fleck or two of blue paint on my hand. Like the car's paint kind of rubs. I don't know what's up with that. I think because the Tesla paint is a little fragile compared to other paints, to my understanding. I don't know. But back on talk, I rant way too much. I ramble all the time. If you're in the market for a new car and you don't drive hundreds of miles every day frequently, look for an EV. This is going to save you so much money in the long run. It might cost, let's say you want to buy a used, I don't know, a Nissan Rogue or something from 2019. That might cost you, I don't know, 15,000. I'm not something like that. Or you're going to use Tesla for 20, but you're not going to pay any gas, of course. So my total cost of gas, I can put it on the screen actually. Or sorry, the total cost of electricity I spent on this car in the last like 2 months is like $140. That's including supercharging. I've spent nothing. I use level 1 charging at home. At home I use a regular standard 120 volt wall outlet. That's all I use. I don't drive that much. I drive it about 30 miles a day round trip, and then a little bit on the weekend. So I have no issue with charging. I want to upgrade it to a level 2 one at some point, which is just your standard dryer wall outlet. I hope that AC is not too loud on. I don't think it's gonna pick it up, but you never know. So check them out, see what fits you best. Take them for a test drive. If you don't like it, don't buy the car. Don't buy a car you don't want. I would always strongly go for Tesla for their software and the features. The Tesla app is phenomenal. I've never had a car with an app, but from my understanding, even people that own Teslas, they own just regular EVs or even other gas cars. The Tesla app is phenomenal. I can control the temperature. I can do dog mode. I can check the air on my tire. I can unlock the car. I can move the car forward and backwards if you have full self driving, which I actually used like before, usefully, like mowing the lawn. So you don't have to get out and get in the car or move it. You can just woo. So I scared my grandpa with that once. I just started moving my car. He's like, "What the hell?" It's fun to do all that. And another thing, I didn't even mention this at all, how fast these cars are, Teslas specifically, but especially, or EVs specifically, but especially Teslas, how fast EVs are. Now, if you're getting like a 2012 Nissan Leaf, that is not fast. That is not a fast car. But this one, it's a standard Model 3 for 2022, and it's still fast. Like, it's hilarious how fast it is. And it's not even something like a Model S Plaid or whatever else, right? This thing is still fast. You get right up to the speed limit right away. If you need to merge into traffic, you can do everything super quick. You don't have to get into your freaking, if you're at a T intersection, you need to turn, you don't have to stop and slow down all of the traffic. You can just boom, right up to speed, and you're good to go. Or anything. Because I'll be on the highway sometimes, and I'll be, you might get an open stretch. You'll say, like, oh, let me just slide my foot down. You're like, oh, I'm at this speed. And it only took you a second and a half to get to that speed. I'm not gonna say what speed I got to the top on this car so far. And just when you're going the speed limit 70 on the highway, you just put your foot down for a second, and then you're at 3 numbers on the screen or more. Okay, not more than 3, but yeah, these cars are very fast. If you want a fast car, don't drive reckless though. I don't do that. I don't drive reckless. Just have fun with them though, especially if you want a faster model. If I were to buy another car and I could afford it, a Model 3 Performance. Or if I could have Model S Plaid as my dream car. Like if I got any car in the world, Model S Plaid, it's the best of both worlds of usability, practicality, and insane speed. The Model S Plaid is 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. This car is a bit slower than that, but it's still crazy fast compared to like your 2006 Honda Civic or your 2010 Ford Escape. All right, this is going to beat all of those cars. Any EV is going to be any car. It's not even a competition, really. So I keep forgetting the point of this video. There really isn't any point in this video. Just me talking about EVs for a bit for my first video here. I want to keep this channel going. This is not my first channel I've ever had. I've made videos before. Never actually in public like this. I've never done a video like out and about like this before. This is my first time doing this. I just made this channel to be dedicated to EVs, and the other channel is other stuff. I don't care, but that one's not even mentioned. I don't want to even, that's not associated with this channel at all. I want this channel to be focused just on EVs, EV news, driving. I want to be able to check out cars, like I said earlier. Anyone in the local area, if they have an EV, I could check out for a couple hours. That'd be awesome. Maybe meet the owner, talk about the car, what their experience with the car is. If they've had the car for a while, see what they think about the car. The features of the car, what's good speed, everything. I would love to do that one day, but this is a brand new channel. We're just talking about EV. I'm probably gonna do how do you say this? Like EV new, like let's say like the new Model 3 was announced. I think it was yesterday or the day before in Mexico. It's the new Model 3 Highland, but has a limited interior trim to get rid of some of the lights. There's no heated or ventilated seats, no heated steering wheel, stuff like that. I can cover topics like that. We'll go on like the website. We'll check it out on the computer. Yeah, that's what I kind of want to do on here, just to keep it something I'm passionate about. I'm very passionate about, like, because I work a job I hate. I don't like what I do. It's terrible. And I do love learning about EVs, watching EV channels, and seeing how passionate some of these people are. There's multiple channels dedicated to just charging EVs, like the little cables in the boxes charging, and they're so knowledgeable about it. I would love to be that kind of level about the cars in general, you know. There's so many great. Check out all the EV channels. Check out all the car stuff. Like I said, I'm not going to do crazy in-depth like Doug DeMuro type reviews in the car, showing everything, blah blah blah. That's not really my thing necessarily. That'd be cool to do. Don't get me wrong. I would love to do that. If I could check out a car I've never had before, like if I had a Cybertruck or a Kia EV6. I'll have to check that stuff out because I don't know anything about those cars really. So getting to actually try it, first-hand experience, first look at the, me not knowing almost anything about the car, giving it a check out, that'd be awesome. So in the final words, you should absolutely be checking out EVs if you don't have a car, or if you're in the market for one, a car in general, but especially look for EVs, man. They're what you want. They're the future. Gas cars are dying away, like a sad little leaf falling down. Not in the Nissan Leaf. That's a good leaf. But except they use CHAdeMO still. Why are they still using CHAdeMO? Why are they using Like, what? Who is using CHAdeMO in 2024? That's crazy. They're still shipping Leafs with CHAdeMOs. I don't understand that. I do have to shout out to Ford, General Motors, and the other guys switching to NACS like the Tesla has. J1772 is good and all. It's all right. I mean, nothing wrong with that story, but NACS is just better. It's a faster. Well, it's not faster, but it has benefits to it. We just need one standard. Like Europe, J1s are what do they call it? Type 2 J1772. It's slightly different than our standard J1772 here. I can put it on the screen to show you the difference. So we just need the one to stick with. So now we don't have all these different. Because right now we have CHAdeMO, J1772, and NACS. Like we don't need three. That's ridiculous. And then thankfully CHAdeMO is dead pretty much. It's just on the Nissan Leaf and that's it. And it's going away from all the charging stations. But I just want to see the whole ecosphere grow. All the Tesla superchargers are getting faster and faster. Level 4 ones coming out. More and more stations are popping up. Electrify America and all the other guys are growing up. But I've only used Tesla supercharger so far, and it puts gas stations and Electrify America stations to shame for Tesla. You pull your car in, park, plug it in. You're done. You wait. You don't have to go to a card reader, put your whatever in. You don't have to like fidget and then like Electrify America just down all the time with the cords. Tesla supercharger, I think I've used 3 or 4 of them so far. Perfect. I just back up, plug in, sit in the car and wait. No issues. Great experience. I love it. It charges right to you. You have your credit card information already set into your Tesla app. It charges you when you're done. When you drive off, and you're good to go. That's it. We need more simple stuff like that, and we need more dedicated EV stations that are covered. There's an attendant. There's maybe some drinks and snacks you can buy. We're starting to see stuff like that pop up around the world, which is good to see, because that's the problem. That's the one problem with Electrify America. They're out in the middle of nowhere in these crazy cities where people vandalize them, which is unfortunate. That's not necessarily a fault of theirs. It's just where they're located, unfortunately. But it seems the Tesla superchargers don't really have that issue. I don't know what the whole deal with that is. I'm not trying to say Tesla's better for charging, but I keep getting way off the point. I just love rambling. Check out used EVs or a new EV. I would, if you can afford a new EV, get a new. Or if you're in the market for a new Tesla, the Model 3 Highland is a phenomenal car. But can you afford it? I don't know. I can't afford it. This is half the price of a new Model 3. It's only 2 years old. So do EVs depreciate? Currently, they are depreciating rapidly. Not Maserati level depreciation, but still a depreciation nonetheless. Just keep that in mind. These aren't necessarily. You're never going to buy a car for a investment unless you're buying like a 1990 Ferrari or something stupid. It's whatever like that. Then that might go up. But so just my true final words of this video. I'm not ranting anymore. I'm just excited to talk for this first video. Check out EVs. If you don't have one, buy one. Look them up. Have a good time with them, man. Check it out. Find one that suits what you want. Certain cars have different features you want. And keep it in the price range you want. Like I said, check out local dealers, man. Local Ford, Chevy, Hyundai dealers. Check them out, see what they have. Because a lot of times they'll take in the cars for trade, and they don't really know what they're talking about. Because some of them, they'll list a Tesla, for example, as a standard range, but it's actually a performance or a long range. They don't even know what they're talking about. A lot of these dealerships don't know anything about EVs. They don't even care about them. They're like, oh, they'll sell it, or they won't even take them because they don't. I don't know, man. Keep your eye out for a good deal. Get one, man. Keep your eye, because there's no maintenance on these things. You're gonna have such a good. Like I said, I've done almost nothing in 2 months, and the amount for electricity, paying or moving the car, nothing. Like it's a fraction of what a gas car would cost. And there's no head seal, gasket, oil leak, oil change, transmission fluid, whatever the hell. And there's none of that. So for my true final words is thank you for watching. This is Hayden's EV. This is my EV, my Tesla Model 3. I hope to see you guys driving around green around the world. If you have any recommendations or stuff, leave them in the comments down below. If you happen to live in Central Florida by whatever chance, and you'll be willing to let me check out your car for a few hours, hit me up in the comments down below, or in the comments for now. I don't have anything else at the moment. Maybe one day we'll have something more up. I appreciate you all for watching me ramble for however long this video is. I think it's like 40 minutes probably, unless I trim it down, but who knows. I like to ramble. I appreciate y'all for watching so much. Thank you. I hope to see you guys again next time on Hayden's EV. Y'all have a good day.